welcome to the Fried Pod, everybody. Yes! Happy Friday, everybody. I am John Reap, and you are listening to another awesome, amazing episode of the Fried Pod. Don't eat Tide Pods. Listen to the Fried Pod. And yes, this is new. For you listeners who are only listening, you can't see this yet. But guess what? I'm on the YouTubes now. That's right. Both of them. There's more than one. Well, you got your YouTube TV. You got your. There's lots of them. Anyway, this is the one I'm on. It's on my YouTube channel. If you go to my best way to do it, go to YouTube.com and then look me up, John Reap, or it might be under Grin Reaper. I think it's Grin Reaper. Anyway, we're putting the Fried Pod up here on the YouTubes. Very excited, as you can see. Got new digs. Well, it's not mine. I'm sharing it. Well, I'm just using it. My buddy Alan Jackson, who's behind the camera. Say hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
There he is. He is let me use his space for this. We've partnered up, and well, now what I can do in the future, you see, what I can do in the future is when I have a guest in here. You know, maybe when I do have a guest, it won't just be me talking. It'll be like there'll be 3 cameras in here. You know, we've got this monitor behind us with my handy dandy little laptop right here. We can look up videos, we can look up songs and talk about it and share it, and you can see it all at the same time. It's like a real dang video podcast. I've grows up and I've grows up with the help of one Alan Jackson. I am right now in Alan Jackson's studio. It's called the Jackson Creative Studio. They also help produce the Hickory Live TV show. See that right there? Hickory Live show. Still happening. Lots of exciting news there. I don't know how much I can say, but if you go to hickoryliveshow.com, you can see a little link to, there's a video of a little bit of highlight reel of what we got going on. There's a little description of what the show's about. And there's other videos. You've got a video of a commercial we did for Wayno's Silver Bullet. That's up there. Also, you got a video. What am I missing? Oh, it's the fake Hemi commercial. That's right. Dodge Hemi hybrid commercial. Anyway, go to hickoryliveshow.com at some point. Check that out. Also, you know, listen, normally I start this podcast with chicken fried with old Zach Brown, and he's a good man. I've worked with Zach Brown, but he's a little expensive, you see. I didn't even bother to ask him if I could use his song all these years. This is episode 90 we're on, and I have used his song for 89 episodes, and he's not said one thing about it. He doesn't care. I'm sure he don't care. It's usually the music label who cares, whoever he is, Warner Brothers, whoever it is. Could be lots of people. Anyway, those songs ain't cheap, and so since at some point we're gonna get sponsors up in here. That's right. So you have a business? You want me to talk about your business? Huh? Well, then get at me, because we're gonna have sponsors, and so if you have sponsors on the YouTube, you gotta get royalty-free generic music. And by the way, that was a fun little song, huh? How about that? Cost me $50. I got it for my whole life now. So that's gonna be the new theme song to the Fried Pod. Hope you're okay. Don't eat Tide Pods. Listen to the Fried Pod. And I'm your host, John to the air horn Reap. Sorry, Alan did not know I was going to do that. Can y'all still hear me? You okay over there? Sound guy? He's all right. He doesn't talk. We're going to change that. Don't worry. Lots of exciting things coming on YouTube, Fried Pod. And this episode is amazing. It's my good buddy, Mark Hunt. I went over to his house, and we sat down, and we talked for a good hour. And my battery almost died, but we hung in there, and we had a good old time. So check out this interview with my buddy, Mark Hunt. always good to be sitting here with my buddy Mark Hunt. We're over here at Mark's house. It's a nice day today, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's not too hot.
The rain let up finally, didn't it?
By God, we had plenty of floodings.
We sure did.
Man, they shut school down here. It was so bad yesterday.
Yeah. But it didn't even rain. Like the day they shut the school down, it didn't rain.
It rained the day before, so
yeah,
there was plenty enough to call school off for.
For those of y'all listening who don't know, it rained pretty bad here. Lots of roads were washed out. Lots of ditches turned into little rivers. Creeks turned into rivers. Our pool, Mom and Dad's pool, is now brown as hell.
Oh, I had a little runoff, huh?
Mm-hmm. Our neighbor that lives above us, you know, that little hill right above us, when it rains, it just comes right down that hill and goes right into the to the pool. It's nasty right now.
You know, we talked about going to Cool Park last week.
Oh, that's right.
So
did we talk about that on here?
No,
we didn't.
No, but I was going to tell you is it was flooded. So it was a muddy.
Oh,
mess.
I saw a picture on Facebook.
So it's hopefully it'll open up the next few days. But no, we tried to go. You want to tell the story?
Well, let's inform people of Cool Park. All right, for those of you who don't know, Cool Park, located in is it Hickory?
Yeah, it's Hickory.
Yeah, okay, near the St. Stephen's area.
Yeah.
Actually, right next to a trailer park.
It is there. It's near Cool Park Trailer Park.
Cool Park Trailer Park.
Yeah, it's a real nice place.
Yeah, Cool Park spelled with a K.
Yeah.
Kool.
Yep.
Because that's how trailer park people spell.
For some reason,
They can't spell it right. So it's Cool Park. It's a gigantic pool, and it's got a high dive that used to be like a water tower.
Yeah.
They say it was like a full. I don't know. What's the history on this thing?
I don't know, but I know they've cut it down. It was like 24 feet high at one time.
Right. And it's got, we went there as kids. It's got a water slide that's like old as hell. It's like cement water slide.
But it looks like rocks.
It's got a little waterfall. It's got a sliding rock.
Yeah.
Right. It's got a arcade area. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 30 years.
When's the last time you've been in there?
That's when I was in day camp. So you went to day camp in the summer for elementary schools last time I was there.
So we've not been in forever.
Cash only, by the way.
Is that right?
That's right.
I'm going to look up Cool Park real quick. Coolpark.com. Here we go. If you guys are interested, it is at 3170 31st Avenue Court, Northeast Hickory, North Carolina, 28601.
Built in 1935.
There you go. Let's go. Let's see here. They've got attractions, hours and rates, directions, photos. Contact us. All right, here you go. Welcome. The opening of Cool Park Pool in May of 1935.
Yeah.
You know it's been around that long?
I did not. I looked at it the other day.
Came about because the state wanted the gravel for the paving of nearby Springs Road for the first time. Wow. Founder... Boy, I might have to get some readers.
Yeah.
Founder CAC Carpenter, CAC.
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 Huh. I don't know.
That's what it says.
I'm sure it stands for something.
Founder. It's all caps though. CAC.
Huh.
Carpenter. CAC Carpenter allowed the state to take the gravel in return for each load of gravel the state took. They did a load for him so he could fulfill his dream or vision of a swimming pool.
Huh.
Much of the excavation was done with mules and dray pans.
Man, I love
What's a dray pan?
It's just it's like
You
a
don't
great
know what
big
it is?
shovel, I think.
Oh.
It's a great big wheelbarrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you sure? Or are you
Yeah.
just saying yes?
I just imagine that's what it is.
Okay. All right, hang on. Dray pans. After 2 long years, the original pool, 120 feet by 85 feet, was complete. In the early 1960s, the pool was expanded to 235 feet long, and today this pool is known worldwide.
Worldwide.
It says it right here. CAC Carpenter, also founder of Carpenter Decorating Company, died in 1974. His son, Squally Carpenter. Squally. Says it right there.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's
SQUA. Squally Carpenter hang on, born the year the pool opened, has owned and operated it ever since his father's death. Many came here when they were children, and today they return with their grandchildren so they can share their many memories with them at the same time. Make their own. Bring your family. Start making your own memories.
I've got a memory from there. You want to hear it?
I would love to hear one of your
so
memories. I was hoping that they would say something about the dang
tower.
Yeah,
that was what was known.
Because at one point, I remember I looked. You know why I went to this website in the first place?
No.
To see what their what time they open. But go ahead.
Oh, memory of Cool Park is in day camp elementary school, and so they've got a little section over there. It's like 5 feet deep. You can jump off some fake rocks. So jumped off, couldn't swim, jumped off the rock, went under, couldn't swim. Lifeguard had to jump in to save me.
Really?
Lost her top.
That's
Yep,
great.
that happened.
Now, did you fake that thing just so that top would come off?
I didn't fake it. No, I thought I was showing off with some girls that were there, and don't know how tough I was jumping off the rocks into the 5 foot, but I could not touch bottom, so couldn't come up, drowning, and was saved by a lifeguard that lost her top.
Wow. Did you see boobies?
I did.
Wow. How old were you again?
I vividly remember. Probably 4th grade, probably.
4th grade.
Yeah, I mean,
how old are you in the 4th grade?
You're like 10?
9 or 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you want to see boobies definitely if you were 9 or 10.
I don't know if I did or not. I don't know that it appealed to me at 10 years old.
Really?
Think so?
I think by the 5th grade for sure. No. No. I take it back. 3rd grade. 3rd or 4th grade, I was fascinated with man, why their chests getting bigger.
I think it
crazy.
started hitting me like 6th grade. The fascination with
I remember,
female body.
Well, I'll take it back. Not 3rd grade. 5th grade.
Yeah.
It was 5th grade for me. So, yeah. So you get to see some boobies.
Got to see a couple boobies.
Did she give you mouth-to-mouth resuscitation?
She brought me up, brought me back to where I could touch. I don't remember none of that, but yeah, she saved my life, though.
Do you know this girl's name?
I do not.
That's tough. It would be nice to find who this person is and track her down.
And reward her somehow.
Tell her thank you for all these years.
But, yeah, Cool Park's a cool place, man. I'm ready to go. Hopefully we can try again.
Try again?
Soon.
What do you mean try again?
Well, we tried to go last week. So I got John and Jason and so Jason's kids and all of us. I got this trip up for us to go last week. Wednesday night they have a 6:30 to 9 night swim. It's $5.
Right.
So it'll be cool for us to go. So
take some youngins.
Yeah, take the kids. He's going to take my girl. And so John and Jason was going to meet me over there. And so Jason calls me on my way over there and says, "Are you still coming to Cool Park?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on my way." He's like, "Well, I wouldn't come. They're closed." Yeah, so apparently the night swim doesn't start until, I think it was the 14th.
Right. Which
is next week.
Next week. We'll go back.
Yeah, we'll try it again. My bad.
It's funny because I got there. Jason was already there. Well, first of all, I think you thought it was 6 to 9.
Yeah, I did.
It's actually 6:30 to 9.
Yeah.
And then I went to the website just because I wanted to double check. Actually, Jody told me. She texted me and goes, "By the way, it's not till 6:30.
Yeah.
But we forgot to tell Jason.
Of course.
It's not 6:30. So he got there. He called me. He's like, "Where y'all at?" Like he was already there.
Yeah.
So he was a little he gets perturbed when things don't happen right on time.
Yeah.
So he was there before me. I pulled in. He was sitting there in his truck. I pulled up next to him. I see a bunch of kids coming out. I'm like, oh, maybe they're switching it over. You know how sometimes they do a lifeguard-only swim?
They do. Yeah. They do for some reason.
So I thought maybe it was that situation. I pulled up next to Jason. I go, but we brought some drinks, right?
Yeah.
So we were going to make a little drinky poo.
Yeah, a little cocktail.
A little cocktail, drink it in the car because you can't take your own food and beverage in there.
No.
It's
against the law.
But I think they have food. They don't serve alcohol, but we was just going to have a little drinking, in the parking lot before we get in there. A little tailgating, a little pre-gaming. So we get in his car. Jason's like, "Be careful, there's kids coming out there." I was like, "I know, guys." So I get in his car, and I make myself a little tequila sun-drop beverage. And he's like, "I don't know. Something looks weird in there. It's like, looks like they're closing." I'm like, "No, Mark said." you know.
Yeah, I know.
And so Jason called him and said, "Yeah, it's closed." And
Huh.
then we called you.
Yeah.
Now
My
I
bad.
feel mostly I don't care. Obviously, I just happy to be with you, buddy.
Yeah, me too.
But I think your daughter was a little upset.
She was very mad.
Yeah. So it
Ruined
sucks
her
when
day.
you're a kid and someone get like an adult get your hopes up for something.
Yeah, she's been looking forward to it all day. That's all. they're all weak.
It's, just crushed her.
But,
No biggie.
things sometimes you just can't control. And I made a bad
But then
call.
what do we do?
So we went to your house.
Right, went to Mom and Dad's house.
Yeah.
Got in that pool, had a decent time.
Yeah.
But then that pool now, I got to call John Beaver because we have a brown pool like Cool Park.
Pleasure pools and spas. You better
Yes.
call them.
My mom, now this has happened before. Every time it rains, our pool gets washed out pretty bad.
Sounds like you need to do a little grading work, maybe.
Well, they've done it. There's a little. When it downpours like it did,
There's nothing you can do.
yeah, it's just you can't beat gravity at that point. So we're just in a bad spot for that when it downpours. But there's a little drain work. But so she knows to put this stuff in it called shock. So she's like, I put 4 gallons of shock in there. Says to leave it overnight, and then there's chlorine in there too. And if it doesn't, kill the bacteria that's in there from all the drain stuff, then I don't know what to do. Then I guess that's when we call John Beaver.
Yeah. Call the experts in.
Call the experts in, but it was a good time. So the last podcast I did, it was just me, just John solo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
which is fine.
Yeah.
Those are fine. It's more fun to have you to bounce stuff off on,
Yeah.
talk about
I
things.
just
And
couldn't get hooked up that last week.
when's the last time you actually listened to the podcast?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been a little while.
Been a minute.
Probably.
Well, I have a new
stay
segment.
busy.
I have a new segment called John's Journal.
I did not know that.
No, yeah, that's because you don't listen unless
you
you're
gotta-
on it.
Well, you got to tell me. You can shoot
Well,
me
you
a
got to
text.
show up. I guess the only way I can do it is to get you on the podcast.
I do watch all of your lives, though. I do check in
Well,
on
I'm
those.
saving it. I want people to listen to this.
Yeah.
Facebook Live, yes, I do that, but I also do this. Sometimes I do both at the same time, but I really want to grow the numbers here on this podcast.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
How do you do that? How do we?
I got to get people to download it and subscribe and listen to it. And you've been on it a couple times and you don't listen to it.
Huh.
So it's tough.
Yeah, it's hard to
It's
get
tough.
somebody to buckle down long enough to sit and listen. I guess.
Well, you got to be, you know what it is?
Well,
Our generation are not podcast people, okay? A lot of kids today, I sound like an old person.
yeah.
These kids today,
Like when I was little.
that's our entertainment.
Well, Joe Rogan
It's a whole
seems to do-
culture. It's like a group of people who just enjoy that kind of stuff, like,
Well, how does Joe Rogan do it? I mean, how does he?
well, first of all, he's gigantic.
Yeah.
But he's been doing it forever. He does it on YouTube, so it's like a YouTube show and a podcast.
Plus, he has sponsors.
Well, he does now, but he didn't in the beginning.
Oh, yeah, true.
I mean, we get about maybe 1,000 to 1,500 listeners average every podcast. It's
It's
not a whole lot of people,
yeah, it's not
but
bad.
we could get more. So, by the way, if you're listening to this and you're like, I want to help, it's easy. Rate, review, subscribe, and share. Rate, review, subscribe, and share.
RRS.
2 R's, 2 S's. Very simple. But I got this new thing.
Okay.
Well, actually, before I do that, I got a new segment called John's Journal. Told you about that. Before I do that, though, I want to read some emails from people who reached out to me because when I was recording the last one, John Solo, I was like, you know what? I don't think anybody's even listening to this damn thing. I feel like I'm just talking to myself sometimes. I said, if you're listening to this and you want to email me, just email me. Because some people they're not on Facebook. Some people who listen to this don't even listen. They don't go on Facebook. They're on Instagram or Twitter. So I said, just email me. So I got 2 emails I want to read. One is from a guy named Mitch How do you pronounce that?
Veltri.
Veltri? Yeah. Mitch Veltri. Okay. And I was talking about my show in Washington, D.C. I had one show last week.
Yep.
Friday night. You was going to go with me.
I was.
Yeah. That's just
that-
canceling
like,
right and left
Just
on
like
me.
not listening to the podcast. It,
Don't listen. Don't want to come
Don't
to
go, yeah.
places. Making plans. Cancel them. Don't
Useless.
know if Cool Park is open.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
Lord.
a total waste of time.
Sorry, I still love you. This is from Mitch Veltri. Says, sorry I can't make your show. That's the subject matter. Then it goes, Hey, John to the air horn reap. That's something I do on here.
I know.
I
have
go,
heard that.
John to the air horn reap.
Yeah.
I bought an air. Doesn't sound nothing like a real air horn the noise that I make.
Yeah, that's a cheap one.
Yeah, got that at the dollar store.
I
No,
know.
Party City.
Huh.
Anyway, hey, John to the air horn reap. My wife and I live about 20 minutes from D.C., so right away my hopes are up. I'm thinking, hey, talking about on the podcast paid off. I'm going to get an extra ticket sold. I really wish we could come to your show because I love your stuff and you are very funny. Just recently came across your podcast on Castbox. See, I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
Even though we cannot make it, I have told all of my coworkers to make it to the show if they can. Come back soon. You'll definitely see me there. Happy travels, Mitch V. Thank you, Mitch V. Mitch V didn't come. I don't know if any of his friends came. No one came up to me and said, hey, my buddy Mitch V told me to come. But he did reach out to me. And for that, he is to be commended.
But I like how he said, so he ended it with Mitch V.
Mitch V. Yeah, you know.
because he knew we didn't have
Remember
to say his
me?
last name.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. He knew it was going to be difficult.
All
Well, that's
right.
sweet, man.
It was nice that he reached out.
And how did he know to reach out?
Because
From?
I told him to on the podcast.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
put it on my Facebook.
Yeah.
I did it just on the podcast. I go, hey, if you're actually listening to this, because I basically said, I feel free to talk about anything that I want to talk about on this podcast because I don't think anybody's listening. So it don't matter what I say. And I go, prove me wrong. If you're listening, just email me.
Yeah.
So I got that one. Then I got another one. Melanie Weaver. Subject, Fried Pod. Hey, John. I listen to the Fried Pod every week when I'm getting ready to go to work. I work in a jail on Fridays, so it's nice to have a friendly voice before I head off to that on Fridays. I was wondering if you could do Instagram Lives. I don't have a Facebook, and I feel like I'm missing out when you talk about Facebook Lives. Thanks for all you do. Have a great weekend. Melanie. Well, there you go.
That was sweet.
Thank you, Melanie. And I do go live on Facebook from time to time. Not a whole lot, because the only problem with going on live on Instagram, I go live on Facebook mostly, not on
Yeah.
Instagram. And the only reason I don't go live on Instagram that much is because they won't let you put a subject, like a subject, before you know how on Facebook, if I go live,
Yeah, you can.
I can say,
what
hey,
you're talking about.
yeah, and then click on this link. There, it's just like you go live and just start
It's just
talking.
your own, yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I don't do it. But there you go. That's an example of someone who doesn't have a Facebook somehow knows about the podcast. Some guy heard it from Castbox. So there's people getting this podcast many different ways.
We should have done an Instagram then. We should have done it.
Oh.
Should have went live on Instagram just for her.
You want to do it now?
Put it on, man.
Uh,
Let's do it.
You sure?
Ah,
Eh.
how many you think will pop up there?
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
Well, let's do it. Definitely we have to do it.
The
Then.
thing about Instagram Live, I can't say anything, right?
Yeah.
What time is it now? As we
7.
record this, it's 7 p.m. If we go live, that's a good thing about this thing, though, is it's hooked up. My phone is hooked up to the podcast equipment. So we could actually call people.
Yeah.
We could call Keith Nestor, my brother, Tim Tucker.
I think we should call Tim Tucker.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah, see what he's doing?
Yeah. Just,
He's
'cause
about to go to he's about to go
it's-
overseas.
It's 4 o'clock there in California.
4 o'clock his time. Well, before we do that, maybe we'll tease the audience with that.
Okay.
Stay tuned. We might be randomly calling people who don't know they're being recorded, and who knows what they're going to say.
Yeah, we'll just act like we're just.
Yeah, we'll just be
checking in on
yeah, right, like we just come on speakerphone.
Yeah. We're
We'll see
together.
what-
We want to talk to you.
Oh, I want to talk to Tim, and I want to see what Keith says. If he don't know we're recording him, or
No.
Beaver, I should call Beaver and tell him I need help with the pool.
Yeah. That's because that would be good too.
Well,
We
that's
talked about
where
the
it
pool
goes,
earlier.
where it goes. But I could cut it out. I could cut things out later if it goes bad.
True.
Anyway, let's get on to this segment. Thank you. So let's see here. In the 11th and 12th grade, had a teacher, English teacher. Well, remember Sue Huffman?
I remember Sue Huffman, Miss Huffman.
Miss
Yeah,
Huffman. That's when Wes Pittman went
wrote
off
a song
on.
about her.
Yeah. Well, she made us all keep a journal every day, like 10 minutes before the class would start. 10 minutes of class. Like as soon as his bell rang, get out a piece of paper and pencils, start writing stuff down.
Yeah.
She made us do it all year, every day. And then you'd hand them in. And then if you wanted to read it for extra credit, you could read it. So sometimes I would write songs or poems or just stories or whatever, just my day, like a journal.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot all about it. And then I moved back home. Mom's making room for some of my stuff, and she found all these journals.
Nice.
And I've been reading them on the podcast.
Okay.
And they're like, it's my mind back then. It's insane. Like, I don't know what it's all about. It's a lot of girl stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to let you pick out some of them. All right? Remember, I was madly in love with Dawn Eisenhower.
So you just want me to randomly pick one?
Well, I'll give you some titles, right? There's a bunch of them right here. This one's called I Can Only Think of Her. Okay.
Wow.
Lots of love ones. This one's called Ex-Girlfriends. This one's called A Love Sonnet.
A love sonnet.
Yeah.
That may need to go to the side. That's probably going to make top 5. John's, that's just John's, Friday, May 19th, 1989. So
That's
there's no
right.
title there.
It's more about love stuff.
Yeah.
Let's just go. I'm going to read you some of the titles so you can figure out maybe which one you might. Life's Like a Circle. Okay, that don't have a title. Oh, here we go.
Why did it snow?
Why don't it snow?
Why don't
I can't,
it snow?
Okay, how about this one?
This one?
Yeah, read that one.
Okay. Why don't it snow? Why don't it snow? It's about time. This time last year, it was up to my eye. It's too darn hot. It feels like spring. If it don't snow, I'll be really steamed. I wait all year for this season. After school is canceled, that's the reason.
There you go.
Ah, full circle. So
I
that's
just
the
wanted
whole
it out
reason
of
why you
school.
want it to snow. Yeah, I like it.
Well, school day.
So you got extra credit for this when
Yeah.
you did
Well,
these,
I don't
right?
know if I read that one, but sometimes if you read it, you get extra credit.
Oh, okay. So you had to stand up and read it in front of everybody.
Yeah, you stand up and read it.
That's hilarious.
But, like, I can't believe my mom found these damn things. But I remember when it would. It used to snow a lot. Like when I feel like it doesn't snow as much anymore.
I don't know, man. A lot of people say that. I don't think it's snowed any more than
You don't think any more or less?
Nah, I don't think so.
Well, I just remember like maybe my junior, sophomore, or senior year, one of those years, and I don't know, 1 year, maybe 2 years in high school, we had a lot of snow. Well, maybe I was younger than that.
So I think I might have been a freshman. We had like the blizzard. We had like 14 inches. You remember that?
Okay.
The city was shut down for like a week.
So that would have been when I was a junior. Yeah.
Ish.
Maybe that's what I'm talking about. Maybe because I'm so young here, 17, 18.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking it's supposed to snow all the time. Maybe a couple of years it didn't snow.
It's hard to get a good snow here in the South.
Yeah,
when we do, it's a big deal. 1 inch is a
totally
big deal. But that's cute, man.
Well, you got any good snow memories? Snowman?
Snow memories?
Snow,
there's never been really enough to really have many memories. I remember the big snow I'm talking about a while ago, the 14 inches. So, so we were at the mall.
Okay.
Keith Nestor and I were at the mall. We come out, and there were calm flurries.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of snow. We come out of the mall, and it's pouring down rain. So Keith had it's like a 1988 Ford pickup truck. Okay?
Yeah.
Two-wheel drive, straight drive, big old Ford. So it's light as hell in the rear end. And so we were like, let's go to we're going to go to Dane Withers' house. Instead of the smart thing to do was to go home. Let's go home.
Right.
Because it's snowing.
Right.
We got to get home. So we go to Dane's.
But
on the way to Dane's.
Well, we have a truck.
Yeah, we got a truck, but it's useless. So we're on the way to Dane's. We run off the road, get stuck.
Oh.
Okay. So, and at this time, there's already a few inches on the ground. It's pouring down snow. We walk to Dane's house. So we get Dane's dad. We go back, try to get the truck unstuck. We can't get it. So we go back to Dane's house, and we get stuck over there for several days.
Oh.
It was great because his mom cooked.
Oh,
fed
yeah.
us, took care of us,
Yeah.
And if we'd have been at home, it would have sucked. So I remember, and it's still snowing. They take me home, so
In
I can
the
get
snow.
a change. Yeah, so I can get a change of clothes instead of me just staying at home. I go grab a change of clothes and
Come
get
back.
back in the car and stay at their house. And
Well, that's just
it was great.
that's a good testament to how cool Dane's parents was.
Oh man, they were the best.
Like love having kids over and spend the night.
I don't know
and
if they
stuff.
loved it,
but they knew that's going to happen.
Well, yeah.
It was a snow day. It was going to happen.
going to be way more fun there than it would have been at my house. So.
See, I think what I'm remembering, my fondest memory of snow, like, was probably like when I was in my in middle school or something, because in my neighborhood, that one hill It goes
it
down
goes to
Wallace.
the highway. Yeah, it goes to Wallace.
It's really steep.
Yeah,
where Ty Bridges used to live and John Airwood.
You're going to get run over, maybe though. It's possible that if a car's coming, you're going to die.
That's 100% right.
Yeah.
But we're thinking, well, they ain't no cars coming, it's snowing. We're probably going slow.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt us.
Well, the whole neighborhood. And this is one of them snows that, like, school was out for, like, I want to say, I mean, who knows? It feels like it was, like, 10 to 13 days straight. Because it was really bad snow happened, right? And then it stopped snowing, but it was still cold. And then, like, 2 days later, another storm system came through, and it snowed again.
Yeah.
So we got, like, I think that was, like, my 8th grade or 7th grade year, or something like that. But that was, I mean, that's when I was hanging out with Greg Hudson in the neighborhood through my ninja phase.
Greg Hudson. Is that the bomb? Is that the
that's the dude.
Is that the Unabomber?
Yeah.
That was he was the first Unabomber.
Yeah.
Before
except
the
that nothing
Unabomber.
blew up.
No.
Right.
So I know you've told that story on here before.
I probably, to refresh, there are some listeners who don't know that story. So to refresh your memory, Greg Hudson, fine fella. He was my good friend growing up. The Hudson's on the corner of Old Well South neighborhood as you come in. I had a good time hanging out with those guys. There's 3 Hudson brothers. You got Greg, Jeff, and Brad. Greg was the oldest. Anyway, Greg was big into ninja stuff like me, and he got really into it. This guy was very meticulous and very detailed about everything he did. In fact, one day he decided to make a fake bomb and take it to school and try to scare the teacher, and it worked. So, but the fake bomb looks, because he's so detail-oriented, it looked like a real bomb.
Yeah, it had wires and everything.
Wires on it, black tape around like toilet paper rolls. It looked like it could be dynamite sticks.
It had a little dial, like a watch dial on
it. Yeah, it had a digital dial on it. And took it to school. Everybody got out of school that day, but he was expelled.
Do you remember where he put it?
On top of a clock in Miss Ponty's class.
Exactly.
Oh, my phone's ringing. Hang on. Shannon, not now. So.
Yeah, so we got out of school like half a day over that.
Yeah.
They evacuated the school. We stood out in the bus parking lot for half a day until they decided it was a fake bomb, and he was suspended for the rest of the year.
Yep. They almost didn't get his Eagle Scout badge.
But I don't know how he got caught.
Someone told on him.
Yeah,
because too many people knew that he brought a fake bomb.
He's standing on.
He shouldn't have told it too many. He told too many people. Too many snitches out there.
Yeah.
So anyway, this amazing snow days that I had, like in middle school, hanging out with Greg. We built igloos. We built snowmen. We built we built snow toilets. You know, like a toilet it's white already. You know what I'm saying?
I've never heard of that.
You know, what you do is you just put a bunch of snow in a big pile,
Yeah.
and you carve out a toilet or commode.
Did you use it?
Well, what we did was we found a dog turd and put it in there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
To complete the
instead of making
package.
snow angels, you're making snow
We're making
toilets.
snow toilets.
Awesome.
And snow penises. Put a snow penis in Rick Moser's yard.
Ah.
Yeah, like a gigantic penis. Not straight up, but like on the ground. Going long ways.
Yeah.
Like it was probably as wide as your apartment. I'm not joking. That long with balls on one end.
Good one.
And everything. Put it right there in his side yard.
Great.
Woke up to that.
Yeah. Why not? Let's make a snow penis.
Yeah.
You make a snow angel, I'll make a snow penis.
And then we go sledding down that one hill I was talking about. And you know the dairy farm is on the other side of that road.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, and how steep would you say that? It's a pretty steep hill.
That's it's pretty steep. Was there not a pond on the other side of
There
that?
used to be a pond a little bit further down.
Okay, yeah.
That road, but at that one intersection where that road goes down the pond, it was a fence and a briar patch, and then the cow pasture.
Yeah.
So we would go sledding down this hill, go across the road if you go fast enough, and you'd jump over it was like a ramp.
Mm-hmm.
You'd go over the fence and you'd land in the briar patch. But you had so much stuff on, ski bibs, stuff, you didn't feel it. It was fun.
So
Snow memories.
Yeah, I'm sure you walked around looking like, what was his name, Ralphie off of or his little brother?
His little brother.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure Betty Reap had you bundled up pretty good.
Yeah. I liked we had ski bibs, we had big coats, gloves. We had you ever have the ski bib that goes sideways?
Was it a sideways zipper?
No, they were always no.
That's
they
like the expensive one. That was like people who actually went skiing a lot and hung out in the lodge.
Oh,
I think John Airwood at Ty Bridges had that. Somebody in our neighborhood had that. It's like jealous had a
hanging out in the lodge bibs.
sideways zipper.
So if you saw one of those, you knew you had money.
Yeah, not sideways, diagonal. Like it goes like from like your right shoulder all the way over to your left hip.
Oh wow!
You can zip it diagonal.
No,
Yeah.
never seen those.
You have to Google that. All right, so that's one poem
I mean,
from
are we
John's
finished running? Are we finished
journal. I
reading
usually
poems?
do 2 of them. You want to read another one?
I would love to read a love sonnet.
Well, hang on. Let's
Or-
see what else is in here. Wait, we read this one? Okay, I'm going to put this aside, so I don't want to read the same one.
What does that say?
I want to see what the title of this one is.
Me move.
Hang on. The Man Who Didn't Smile.
Wow, that's deep.
That sounds pretty interesting. I did too many love ones last time.
True.
Let's hang on to that one.
Yeah, you did do it. We'll do another.
True, like you listen to my podcast. I remember, John, you did 2 love ones last time. I'll read this one. I didn't preview this. I have no idea what this is.
You don't remember? No way you can remember.
Once I start reading it, it might
It'll
come
bring
back
it.
to me.
It'll come back.
But right now, the title is The Man Who Didn't Smile. Okay. There once was a man from Startown who never smiled and always did frown. And if you told him be happy and smile, he'll tell you to hush and hike for a mile. Then one day a girl did say, if you don't smile, then you'll pay. Why? What are you going to do? She said, if you don't smile, I'll tickle you. Tickle away. The boy did say, then I might smile today. She grabbed his, and then it stops.
Yeah, you
I guess I ran out of time.
Yeah.
I guess she said, pens down.
I think you should finish it.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to keep going with
what a
that.
great idea. Wait, no, I did mention that last time.
Oh,
Something that
I wouldn't know.
I know you wouldn't, but the fact that you said it reminded me. Guys, listen to this podcast. All right, I've read 2 emails. If you want me to read your email, simply send me an email at johnreep@gmail.com. JONREEP@gmail.com. Also, let me know if you think it's a good idea, because what I was going to do is take these poems, the ones I didn't finish, and then finish them. So you got like the 18-year-old brain starts the poem, and the 47-year-old brain ends it.
Yeah, it makes you
Full
wonder
circle.
if it'll be as fun with the 47-year-old brain.
Has that been done before?
No. it's
Has
never
anyone
done.
ever done that?
By the way, I think that's a great idea.
That you thought of?
No, that you're you're wanting people to email you.
Yeah, email me,
That's
because
a great idea.
not
And
everyone
you read
does.
their emails. I love it.
Not everyone does Facebook or Instagram, so everyone has email. So that's what I'm trying to do, is get everybody just email me. Let me know what you think. So did you hear that one? The man from Startown who always frowned.
Well, for one thing, how did you know about Startown? You weren't from Startown.
I'm not from Startown, but I know about
Well,
Startown.
the Startown frown, so that rhymes.
That rhymes right
I
away.
got it, yeah. But Startown was near Mountain View. It was kind of the poor section.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so. I think Mountain View was more of a ritzier area.
I never saw it that way.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
thought I looked at Startown as where a lot of athletes were from. A
No,
lot of really good baseball players. Like, you guys are tough over there.
well,
Well, you're not from Startown.
yeah, I'm from Startown. You don't even know me, man.
Well, you're not from
I went to
Startown.
Startown
Did you
Elementary.
really?
Yeah, I went to Startown.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I
Learning
went there in
new
the 4th
stuff.
grade. I went there in the 4th grade. I went to a lot of elementary schools before I got to Startown.
Well, let's talk about that. How many elementary schools did you
Let's
go
see,
to?
I went to 1, 2, 3, probably 4 before I went to.
You went to 4 different elementary schools?
Yeah, we moved around a lot. When rent
Oh.
came due,
Hang on real quick. I'm just getting a signal. Battery's low. At any moment, this could end abruptly. And if it does, I'm going to apologize to the listeners. I didn't put new batteries in this thing. So if we just stop talking, that's what happened. That battery died.
Yeah,
but keep going. How many elementary schools and why?
when rent came due, we'd move.
Oh, that's a
simple
good
fun.
way.
Yeah, so
That's clever.
I went to several elementary schools in the county
Uh-huh.
before I found Startown. I moved with my father in the 4th grade. Found a little bit of stability.
Yeah.
But
You
before
moved
that,
away from your mother
yes,
to
I
live
did.
with your dad
I
in the
did,
4th
yeah.
grade?
Yeah.
So what happened there?
Why I moved in with my dad?
Yeah, was-
just
was Mom-
financial probably.
Mom said can't handle it?
Can't handle it. Can't afford this boy.
Can't afford him.
He don't eat sugar. You know, I don't want him anymore.
Did you have brothers or sisters?
Had a sister, yeah.
What's
She stayed with Mama,
so she's like, well, I'll keep one, you take the other.
and it worked out great for me.
That's
I'm
good.
so glad that I moved with my father. Yeah,
Okay.
worked out good.
And that was in the 4th grade. That's probably a huge deal at the time.
Yeah, I feel like if I'd have stayed with my mom, I probably wouldn't have graduated high school.
Oh, you like?
It was rough. It was a not very stable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we did move around a lot.
Right.
Money wasn't great, but
What did she do for work?
hosiery,
Yeah, she worked at a hosiery mill.
hosiery mill. Yeah,
Yeah, that was just a stable
you know how
gig
to tell
back in the
somebody.
day.
You know how to tell somebody worked at the hosiery mill.
Well, how?
So if, like, say if you was in the grocery store
Yeah.
and you stand in line and you look in front of the guy and he's got lint in his hair. He worked in the hosiery mill.
Lint in his hair.
Yeah.
Oh, because
when you work at a grocery store, you're making socks.
Oh, right.
And stuff like that. And there's
Well,
there's
there was
linen.
a lot of that here back in the day.
Man, that's all that was here back in the day.
Hickory was. I mean, they say furniture, which is true, but there's a lot of hosiery mills.
Yeah, hosiery was
Mills.
big.
There's not so much mills stuff going on
I
anymore.
mean, you could make $25 a week easy.
But your mom worked there.
I remember.
Did she like lose a job and said, "Well, times is tough. You take one of them."
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And then you went with your dad, and that was happy for you.
yeah, it was good.
So and then you went from what elementary school to Startown then?
I think I came from Longview.
Longview.
Yeah, I went to Sweetwater, Longview, Kenworth,
Isn't there
St. Stephen's.
Isn't there a Longview pool as well?
There was. I went there as a kid. It's
Speaking of
filled in now.
pools.
I remember you could go to Longview Pool for it was like 50 cents to get in, man.
Wait,
Back in
which
the day.
pool's better, Cool Park or
Oh,
Longview?
Cool Park by far, but Cool Park's it's pricey. It's pricey now. You
So you went from Longview Elementary to Startown Elementary. Yes.
yeah.
And then that's 2 elementary schools. Is there another one I don't know about?
Went to St. Stephen's Elementary School.
St. Stephen's Elementary School.
Went to Viewmont Elementary School.
What?
Yeah.
What grades?
So Viewmont's not there anymore.
No.
I don't know, man.
I mean, you don't, dude. That's tough. That's a
was
lot of
various.
moving around.
yeah.
But then again, can I tell you something? It's not a big deal
Ah,
because when I was in elementary school, I don't know who I hung out with. I barely remember. Like I know, I always had a crush on Sarah Barger. That's Sean Selmeyer's wife.
really?
Yeah, I always had a crush on her. But that's like since I'm talking like elementary school.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But you know, I attribute that the moving around and whatnot that I did. The reason why 3rd grade was so tough, and then I got held back.
oh, you got held back.
Well, I failed.
Oh yeah.
But if you ask me, I'm gonna
Well, I
tell you
failed.
But if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you I got held back. But you know, I tell everybody the reason why I failed 3rd grade.
Why?
I used the wrong color pencil on my
Oh,
California
that's
achievement
right.
test.
You've
Yeah.
told me that on this podcast.
And I think that's what happened.
You
I know
used
I
a number
passed
3 pencil
instead of a number 2.
instead of number 2.
Yeah.
And that's
back
it just
then-
screwed the whole machine up.
Yeah. So they just totally flunked it.
Ugh, that's
So
tough.
back then we took California Achievement Test. So nowadays it's the EOGs, end of grade test. Back then they called them California Achievement Test.
Right.
Don't know why it's California Achievement Test.
Well, we're
in
North Carolina.
Yeah. But if you didn't use a number 2, it was a big deal.
That Scantron machine.
And
Screw the
I remember
Scantron.
going to the so back then we had a little store at the school. You could go down and buy pencils, paper, and
Right.
erasers and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
And somebody just sold me a number 3.
Oh, I can't tell if you're joking or not. I think
Yeah, he sold me a number 3
he
pencil.
sold you
man. I
number
felt
3.
it.
Well, listen. So you were held back 3rd grade.
Yeah,
All right. So just once.
just once.
Okay. Just one. Well, my dad was held back twice.
Really?
Yeah. So his friends that he graduated with are all 2 years older than him or younger than him. How's that work? What?
And he failed that many times and still was able to be a cop.
Look at that.
Wow.
That's easy.
Huh.
So
Might have been a little easier back then to get a.
Yeah. Dude, look at my
policeman job.
fingers, man. What does that look like to you?
Looks
Look-
like you smoke cigarettes. They're yellow.
That's not what happened.
No.
I
You
pulled weeds today.
ever seen my yellow fingernails?
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Jaundice.
You got liver problems.
That's right. That's what happens.
Yeah, liver
But
problems.
this is
or
not
they
from
smoke.
that. I was actually pulling weeds today, like got on my hands and knees,
You're just like a regular.
pulled
old-
them, but you got to get the whole root.
Yeah, you got to go down low.
Yeah, you know that area at my house, that's all red rocks to the side.
Yeah.
Extra parking right there.
Yeah.
Well, I left that Mercury Mountaineer there for a long time, just sitting there because I've been driving Dad's Buick, the Enclave.
Right.
And, well, you know, it's been sitting there so long, there's some grass got up under there, and it's starting to grow, and weeds was coming out of them rocks and didn't look good. So I put some weed killer on it, but then that didn't really, it's not fast enough.
Yeah, but
Today I mowed the grass, and I thought,
it's a total waste of time if you pulled the weeds after you sprayed them.
I did that.
Yeah. You just got to give it a couple of days. It'll get them.
Yeah. Well, you know what it was? I got antsy. I mowed the grass, and I thought, like, well, what else? Let me look around here.
You were feeling domesticated today.
Yeah.
Did you clean the gutters?
Well, I was, but I was going to do it. Mom said, I don't want you on the roof by yourself.
Oh.
So out of my mom's wishes, I did not get on the roof
Well, who's
today.
going to clean the gutters?
I'll do it when I guess Jason or her mom comes home.
Or whenever she's not there.
When there's someone else there.
Just in case you fall. I know a guy that fell off cleaning gutters and broke both hands. His wife literally had to wipe his ass. He couldn't. He had broke both hands or broke. So there you go.
Wait, like the rest of his life, or just while his hands were healing?
Just while his hands were healing. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sure several months of her wiping his ass, dressing him, and stuff like that.
That's
So
tough.
you gotta be
Break
careful.
both hands.
I guess he fell on his hands.
Do you know who this person is?
Why wouldn't he? I mean, common sense tells you to land on your feet, right?
Well, like a cat, you know.
So I figure if you land and you roll real quick, you're fine.
Right. No matter how high you jump off
No.
of something. You could jump off like Sears Tower as long as
I've
you
always
roll.
thought I could jump out of a car.
You can?
I think so. And then
How fast?
as long as I'm running fast enough as the car, if I'm falling out of the car,
How
I'll be
fast do you
fine.
think you could go in a
And if
car?
you roll just right,
If you roll just right. Is that you? Oh, you getting a message?
that's my daughter.
Ella is calling her daddy. That's Mark's daughter, Ella.
Yeah, we'll get back with her later.
We're at 41 minutes now, and this thing, I don't know how much longer it's going to last, but we could keep going or we could wrap it up to you. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. We keep going. Let's just kill this thing.
I really want to know, like, how fast in a car do you think you could be going? Let's just say that you're in a flatbed truck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're just standing on the flatbed truck, and the truck's going 10 miles an hour. Do you think if you jumped off the truck at 10 miles an hour, you could just keep running next to it?
Yeah, I think I could.
At
10
10.
miles an hour. I've actually fell out of the back of a truck before.
Oh, no kidding.
About 10 miles an hour.
Did you
Busted
roll?
No, I hit straight on my chin.
Why'd you land on your chin?
I don't know. Why? It's just like,
Should
why
land
did
on
the
your
guy
feet.
land on his hands? I wasn't thinking far enough ahead, I guess. Busted my chin, got stitches.
That's tough.
But
Well, you look great.
oh, thanks.
Let me
man.
see your chin. No scar?
No scar. No scar.
Did you got stitches?
I did.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. 30 miles an hour, you think you could jump off of?
Nah, no, probably not.
Yeah.
That'd be tough. You definitely get hurt 30 miles an hour. I'd give it a hell of a try, though.
Yeah, well, I'm curious. I'm back in my day when I was like at my most athletic. I probably like at 23, believe it or not, I think I was most athletic.
Yeah, you
23 when I was like I was taking weightlifting classes at NC State. I was working at like a RPS, like a UPS, like loading boxes and trucks, and taking swim class. Like I had like 2 PEs. Like I was like the healthiest I ever been. I think at 23, if I'm on a flatbed truck and we're going 20 miles an hour, 20?
Yeah.
Can I jump off that thing and just run and not fall down and
keep your
just keep
feet.
running? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I wonder. We
Don't
should
know.
do that one day.
we shouldn't.
No, thank you.
But I think
But
you're
to answer your question, I'll get back to cleaning the gutters later. That's on the to-do list.
definitely want to get that done before winter hits. All the snow we get, you know. You want to
I,
clog the
I
gutters
want
up.
the pool to be fixed, and I want
That's
my
great that
fingers
you're,
to heal. I pulled weeds from those rocks, dude.
I know. I'm glad
Like
to see that you're out
huge
doing
piles.
stuff, man.
I feel like a real normal human being.
You know what I like about it is you could be paying somebody to do all this stuff, but you're doing it yourself. That's big, man. Good for you.
Well, look, I got the whole summer off pretty much,
I know.
so I'm going to be here a while, hanging out with you and Dad, of course.
Yep.
I took Dad yesterday to Winston-Salem. We put a bed in the back of the car, and he laid him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he comfortable?
No,
No, I
he's
bet
never
not.
comfortable. But we picked him up at the skilled nursing facility, and this was his idea, by the way. He was like, Johnny, you gonna come get me if you go to the utility shed, there's a mattress in there. If you put it in the back, I can lay down instead
Well,
of
dude, that's
having
good
to
that he
sit
thought
there.
of that.
I'm like, that's a good idea. I'll do
Yeah.
that. So I built him a bed in the back of the Buick, and I went and picked him up, and We laid him in there, and it was fine on the way there. And then we had a CT scan because they wanted to see. It turns out his carotid artery, where he put that stent, it's starting to collapse again.
Oh.
So they're going to have to do a balloon surgery type thing where they put a
Great.
balloon up there and expand it, and maybe put another stent in, and on his other side. You know, so he's in bad shape. But we just went to Winston-Salem. And for those of you who don't know about North Carolina, how far, that's like an hour and 10 minutes. But, you know, my dad wanted me to drive, you know, every little bump, a quick turn, he'd go, oh! Like, it was bad. Like,
Killed
on the way back, it was worse because his pain pills has worn off.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to get on home so he could get another pain pill.
Yeah.
You know, so, like, on the way home, and plus we're trying to beat the rainstorm. It's supposed to rain again, but that didn't really happen. But... So I'm just trying to get home, get this ride over with, and like I was going. At one point he goes, "Put the dang cruise control on and just leave it." And then you hear him like fidgeting with stuff. He's back there. He's like, "Oh, you hear oh," and he was yelling at me for going too fast,
Backseat driver,
hitting speed bumps.
Yeah.
No, thank you for the bed.
Oh, no.
You know, just yelling at you.
Could just throw him in the back like a sack of taters, you know.
Oh, you should have seen me.
Bad.
You should have seen me and Jason putting him in and getting him out.
Oh,
that was
man.
kind of funny. Because
well, luckily your brother's stout and strong.
he's stout and strong, but he, you know, I got him out by myself at the skilled nursing facility when he came back. And he said, "Just grab my leg and pull." And so, you know, from the back, you know, the hatch comes up.
Yeah.
I'll just grab the one good leg. Because if you jerk or pull any other side when it's paralyzed, it could come out of socket.
Oh,
because even the involuntary muscles that you don't even think about are not even trying to hold it in place. So you could just pull the arm and come out of the socket.
Yeah.
And his shoulder's been hurting him. So we actually took him to another doctor to get his shoulder looked at the other day. I got to take him tomorrow to the urologist. So I'm just a taxi man right now.
Yeah.
I'm an Uber driver for my dad.
Well.
Which I'm happy to do it, but, you know. Listen, I'm a human being too. Sometimes
Are you going to see Dr. Hardaway?
We're going to. I don't know if it's that
That's
one.
my urologist.
That's your
doctor.
urologist. Yeah,
Hardaway.
That's it's an interesting last name for a urologist. Hardaway.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and get this: the PA's name at the place where we get his shoulder X-rayed.
Yep.
Her last name was Bone. Same lady who did my shoulder.
She knew what she wanted to be when she was little.
Sarah Bone and Dr. Hardaway. How about that?
Yeah.
Interesting pairing. I wonder if those two ever get together. Bone and Hardaway.
Bone and Hardaway. Sounds like a lawyer office.
It does. But yeah, I'm telling you, it's like it gets on my nerves sometimes.
Yeah, I could see that, man. It'd be tough.
If this stroke don't kill him, I think I might choke him out.
He probably wouldn't mind.
Anybody would, yeah.
He's
so
fine with
we
it.
got to get. You know, we got this lift recliner somebody gave us to put in the house so Dad could lift him up. You know the recliners that'll stand you straight up?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So we got that thing, but that thing is not comfortable at all.
Yeah.
And it's just sitting there, and he's not at home. So we're gonna get rid of that thing. I think we're gonna take it to the nursing home and let them have it, and we'll put it in his room.
Yeah.
You know, and then put the comfortable recliner back.
How often
where
does
it
he get
was.
to come home though? Does he get to come home and hang out?
He only came home once.
Yeah.
And
It's just too much, right?
Yeah, it's too much on my mom.
Yeah.
You know. And
she's a warrior,
and
man.
he doesn't
want to
get. She sure is, dude. And he don't even want to be getting up and down that too much.
Yeah.
Know? Anyway, there's your popsicle update.
Yeah, I'm sure people's been wanting to know what's going on with him.
Well, you know what's going on with me? June the 22nd.
June the 22nd, Hickory Crawdads.
That's right.
You got Hickory Crawdads are celebrating John Reed.
Are you coming?
I'll be there, buddy.
Are you gonna come?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay, good. I want everybody.
Actually, we're going to do a podcast before the show.
That's right. We'll go live as well.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And podcast at the same time. We'll probably be out there in the parking lot an hour before. So if you want to say hey to me and Marcus, we'll be out there signing autographs, shaking hands, kiss the babies. I'm going to be throwing out the first pitch, singing the "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," and trying to get people to come on that cruise ship I'm doing.
Be fun, man.
Yeah, so that's June the 22nd. July 2nd, I have a one-night gig I'm doing in Charlotte at the Comedy Zone. Okay.
That's like a Wednesday night or something.
It's a Tuesday night.
Okay.
Yeah, my buddy Court McCown is a comedian friend of mine I know from Los Angeles. This dude's been in a bunch of 80s movies. Like, he was always sort of like the beefcake douchebag, like the bad guy.
Yeah.
But he's a great guy, but he played that in movies. Anyway, he's here. He's in Charlotte for like a month, and was asking me if I would be willing to do a one-nighter just so he could do something while he's here and open up. So court's going to open up for me.
Oh, okay.
I'm headlining, but that's the deal.
Of course.
Tuesday night, Charlotte Comedy Zone. Tickets are available at johnreep.com, JONREEP.com. And then September the 27th, I'm doing the McGlowan Theater in Charlotte. So if you missed that one on July the 2nd, because it's a Tuesday, don't worry. 27th is Friday or Saturday. You can come see me then at the McGlowan Theater in Charlotte. Might be doing a show in Hickory as well, like another show. Yeah, not just an appearance at a Crawdads game, but an actual show. Possibly that's in the works. I'm talking to Alan Jackson about locking down a place. Might do it that salt block. Salt block.
I can walk there. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great for you.
No dates on that yet.
No dates on that. Nothing's confirmed yet. Still talking to. Waiting on Alan Jackson to get back to me on that one, but there you go. That's what's up. You want to try and call somebody real quick? I mean, before the battery runs out.
Yeah.
Who do you want to call? I want to see if let's call. Do you want to call Timmy?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. We'll go to my text message. Everybody likes to call and text me when I'm doing something with my phone. Do you ever notice that? Does that happen to you? Like when you're actually working on your phone doing stuff?
Well, you saw that a while ago. I got a phone call.
Yeah, that's right.
Daughter.
I don't know. Let's see here. I don't have him in here as Timmy. He don't like being called Timmy.
No, it's Tim.
It's Tim Tucker. See? So you can't call him Timmy anymore. I got Tim Sherrill. Here's Tim Tucker. Here we go. Tim Tucker audio. I want to see if you can hear him. Let me know if you hear it ringing.
I hear it.
Oh, this is great.
You start?
Yeah. Don't tell him that we're recording this on the podcast. Wonder what he's doing right now. You think he'll answer?
Maybe working.
Yes, sir.
Tim Tucker, please.
Yeah, are you talking to him, buddy?
It's Tim Tucker.
Yeah.
What are you doing? It's John Reep.
I know. You called me on your phone.
Oh, that's right. You got me in there.
Timmy, I'm on three-way, dude.
Oh, shit, now I'm in trouble.
That's
You called me in a lie.
That's
What's up, buddy?
Marcus Stamos right there.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
hey.
What are you doing right now?
Two famous people. I'm at a photo shoot.
Ah.
Oh, shit. What are you doing? For who? For what?
It's up in Sylmar. We had come up here at a little studio and there's instructional stuff for companies. This is what we do.
So you're working right now?
Yeah, well, we're wrapping it up for the day.
Okay.
What time is it there?
Huh?
What time is it there?
It is almost 5 o'clock.
Wow. That's weird how
It's 100
time's,
degrees.
That's weird how time's different where you are than it is here.
Marcus, people
Well,
from
yeah, but-
Hickory fascinated with that 3-hour time difference.
I don't get it, man. Why
Fascinating.
Y'all about 9 o'clock now, right?
It's 7:35 here.
Almost
Yeah.
8 o'clock. All right.
Yeah, almost 8 o'clock.
I think that they should make all the time the same, man. Don't you?
What y'all get into tonight?
Well, we're going to record a podcast.
Yeah.
And then are you about to leave to go somewhere like across the another country?
Yes, South Korea.
South Korea.
You're gonna die.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, that's North Korea. You can't go
You're,
to
Marcus,
Not yet.
You're thinking
Not
North.
north, they're going south.
Kim Jong will get you, man.
Yeah.
Mark's
He
been
might.
Mark's been drinking a little bit.
Maybe.
He just doesn't know how to pronounce Kim Jong Un.
Oh, thank you.
There's that,
Correctly.
and he's actually been drinking a little bit. We're just sitting here, dude. We are recording a podcast, and
Right now, I'm on it.
you're on it right now. I thought, like,
Okay.
look, we have the ability to call people. I said, who should we call? He goes, call Tim right now.
Yeah, you were the first one I thought of, man. You feel great? You feel
Oh,
honored?
yeah. I feel privileged.
So, hey, everybody, Tim Tucker also does my website, so you can thank him for how amazing it looks right now.
So if
Tell
you need
them
a,
about your business, Tim, so people can come check you out.
Well, I do mail stripping on the side. Also,
you're going broke, buddy.
oh,
Oh well,
Well,
what's your name? Tim at Tim.
created by Tim.
Tim
.com.
There's just
Well, if you go to createdbytim.com, that's where they can find you.
That's exactly.
And he's gonna.
Hey,
go
look, I gotta wrap this up, boys.
He's
I'll
busy.
talk to y'all
He's in a
again
photo
later.
shoot, Mark. We gotta let him go.
whatever. You're so stuck up, man. But that's cool.
All right, Tim. I'm going to the
All
hard.
right, fellas.
I'll see you later, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Bye bye.
See ya.
There you go. That was your
a quick
idea.
but that was good. That was quick.
That was good.
We didn't
Quick.
have to ramble on with him
He
forever.
was busy. Well, there you go, Mark. You want anything else you want to plug real quick?
I have nothing to plug.
No.
No, I don't do anything.
You're-
I work and I come home and
All right.
that's it.
Well, tell everybody goodbye.
See you, boys.
Hey, there you go. How about that, Mark Hunt? Ain't he something? Marcus Stamos, I like to call him. But you know that already. Cool Park. Visit Cool Park when you can. They fixed it. It's going to be a lot of fun to hang out there this summer. Anyway, thank you for watching and listening, and both of them, to this new edition of the Fried Pod, episode 90. Don't forget to go ahead and rate, review, subscribe, and share. 4 things. Pick one of them. That's a lot, isn't it? You don't have to do all of them. Pick one. Rate, I'd love it. Review, yeah, unless it's bad. Say something nice. Subscribe, boom. Subscribe where, John? On the new YouTube. It's not new. It's my YouTube channel. But subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then you'll get all these, right? Or subscribe to the Fried Pod on SoundCloud or Apple Music or wherever you listen to this. Go ahead and subscribe. And then share. Sharing is caring, right? And that's going to wrap it up for this awesome, amazing episode of the Fried Pod. I have been and will remain your host, John Reap. I love you. Happy Friday, everybody!